The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Bermuda's Feel Good Early Morning Show. Good day, Bermuda, supported by Pete's House and Aliana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jackie Lambert, and we want to thank you for getting up bright and early with us on this Thursday morning. Jack, how are you feeling? It is almost Friday.
I struggled to wake up this morning. I was so warm and cozy, and Star had jumped up in my bed, so she was keeping my legs and feet warm. And it's just like, can I just do it from my bed? I was tempted to find a way to just do it from my bed. But I got up from you guys.
Winter mornings are definitely the most difficult mornings to get up out of your bed because usually your room is cool and your bed is warm. So it's like, it's the peak adult decision to make for the day. Do I get out of bed or do I stay here? I totally get it. I've been there. I've actually been there these last couple of days for sure. I have a bed warmer, and so sometimes I turn that on, which only then makes it worse because like the bed is super warm.
That sounds so good.
Plus the covers on top. But like Jackie said, we got up bright and early to come talk to you all and bring you some feel good energy to get your day started on a positive note. So make sure you stick around for this entire episode because today we're actually going to be discussing ways to take care of yourself in 2022. We found a resource over there on discoverdurham.com with 22 simple ways to take care of yourself in the new year. We're not going to get through all 22. We're going to share some of our favorites from that article and hear some of your favorite ways to take care of yourself this year as well. And if you want to test your knowledge against Jackie for a chance to enter our 1-year giveaway, make sure you stick around for our Feel Good Vibe of the day, which is trivia time with Terry. I mentioned yesterday that I've been like stalking Jackie's timeline because she's been asking these really dope questions on her Twitter feed. And for our Feel Good warm up, we're going to continue that trend and we're going to talk about this question that she posted. I want to say 2 days ago now, because it would have been yesterday, but don't try to follow my math. It's fine. What do you love most about yourself? Let us know in the comments. 1 thing, 2 things, all the things that you love about yourself. And I want to say good morning to Karen Simmons. Thank you so much for joining us. And everyone actually joining us, let us know in the comments what you love about yourself. Jackie, you got to go first. I didn't even see you answer the question.
I don't really answer the questions.
I didn't even see you answer your own question.
Because I'm just like, I wonder what other people's I don't want to kind of change what people's thought pattern is. I don't want to what's the word I'm looking for?
Lead people. You don't want to give them like what they think the answer could be.
Right.
What you want the answer to be.
I don't want to tank the system. I guess you could say.
She said tank the system. Tank the results set.
That, because, you put on stuff like, I love my free spirit, and it kind of like changes their thought pattern. I want them.
Then they might think that they don't have a free spirit, or maybe I too have a free spirit.
No, I want to know what they think of themselves. I don't want them to use what I love about myself to kind of sway,
Yeah, sway. That's the word you're looking for. Sway.
Sway. What do I love most about myself? Definitely my free spirit. And most times I'm very much like living in the moment. So you could irritate me right now and I'm just like, you're not ruining my moment. I just go about my business because most times that's a you problem. And I'm very understanding, which is like a plus and a minus, but we're talking about positives. So you can come to me with anything. I don't know if it's because I did sociology and psychology, when I was, because I'm a professional student, when I was up to college, but it definitely makes me take a step back and be like, you're reacting like that because of something else. You want to talk about it? Let's go sit and talk about it, because what I just did triggered you, but that isn't the actual reason why you're acting like this. Let's go take a deep dive. And I feel like I've helped a good bit of people with that type of thought process. And, I'm always ready for a good time.
I love that about Jackie. Those are some great characteristics about herself that she picked up on her own, folks. If you're just joining us, let us know in the comments what you love about yourself. Today is all about self-love and self-care. So we're starting off by asking you what you love about yourself. So let us know in the comments as you're joining today's episode what you love about yourself. Jackie loves a few things about herself. She didn't list like, the 20 million great characteristics she has about herself. We'd be here all day. And she loves to go talk. So
You need that.
we gotta have her go all out. I know for myself, one thing I like about me, which I guess is, I don't know how to like best describe it. I like that people see something in myself that I don't always see in myself, and they'll like push me to go for something, because like I've always wanted to be a mentor, and I've never really like, looked for a mentee. I've just kind of like said into myself, like, I want to be a mentor. And just yesterday actually, I met someone who my boss recommended I be a mentor to. And I was like, look at you guys thinking of me for these type of things.
Huge.
And I was like, I'm 32, I wouldn't say I'm living a mess, but like, I'm still learning life, right? And so you're like,
life is a mess, and if you're able to roll through the punches, you are doing an amazing job. You are killing it.
that was one of the things I had to say, like, Teresa, like, someone is definitely behind or trying to be where you are right now. Like, even though you're not like a Rihanna or a Beyonce, you're still to someone, probably someone that they want to look up to. So I had to like say, okay, I do love that people see that in myself, or I have the potential to be something that they see that I don't see. And I also love that I love music.
Yes, music is everything.
Because I love a low groove. Were you gonna start singing the Mary J. Blige song?
Which one?
Everything.
Time on my hands
There she goes.
since you've been away, boy.
I love that Jackie likes to sing.
Huh?
I said I love that Jackie likes to sing.
I love a little karaoke.
I know another thing that I guess I like about myself is I love to read. I love that I love to read. I really think that reading is a lost habit, hobby, whatever the term is. I love reading, and I love that I like a good book. What I don't love is that I don't finish my books.
Okay, I was going to say, I am a serial reader, and that doesn't, I know probably like, what's a serial reader? Because you're probably thinking of like the most common definition of a serial reader, but I'm a multitask reader. So I'd be reading this book today and this book tomorrow, and then I'll be like, oh wait, I'm not in the mood for this book, so I'll switch to that book. So sometimes I'm reading 2 and 3 books at the same time.
But I'm like that too.
But I'm able to keep track of which book is which and which character is what, and it's almost the equivalent of watching multiple series at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I read multiple series books at the same time, and my favorite thing now, well, actually, it's been like 10 years, but is my Kindle. Like, I can take my 300 books all over the world with me. And
ebooks are definitely the dopest thing going.
I need to find out who invented it.
What, the Kindle or the ebook?
The ebook, like who did all the programming, and just be like,
shake his hand or her hand and say,
traveling, and I am that person that always has time, and they're like, oh look, book rack, and I was like, I want this one, I want this one, and actually, I'm walking down to my plane with 4 books, and I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to read on the plane.
And the plane ride's only like 2 hours, so you're not going to read all 4 books.
And I sleep on every plane.
So she got like 20 minutes to read the book.
I read like the first chapter, and I'm like,
sleep.
But I love that about myself too. I can literally sleep in any position at any time at the drop of a dime. I mean, I
I
sleep
also
for
love
long
that.
periods, but when it's time, my body's like, let's go sleep. I can literally be curled up on the plane, passed out, and be happy in a car, in a little corner. Like, you don't have to give me much of anything. I have slept on airport floors, airplanes. I have slept everywhere. Well, because they're long.
Okay, I'm like airport floor, sis.
Yeah,
But yes, if you
like
have to do it overnight,
yes. Oh,
mm-hmm,
got
I
stuck
get
in
that.
one time, and I slept on that airport floor for attitude. The
But
lady her.
I want to come to the audience. I see we have a few comments from Karen Simmons. She says, "What I love about myself as I get older, I am giving myself grace more and am unapologetic about my faults and glory in my successes. I also love who I love, how I want to love them." That's interesting. How we love, because that's,
Love languages.
that's one thing I love. My love language.
I have all love languages.
Everyone does, but I think
No.
there's
Oh, well, my top one is
like, yeah, there's one that's higher, and then the other ones, they just gradually get lower.
mine is quality time and physical touch.
Okay, duly noted for the single guys. Hink, wink, wink.
But like, you don't actually have to talk, so that's a plus as well. I can sit. I love that I can literally sit for hours without talking.
Yeah, I saw someone post that on Twitter the other day.
It was probably me. I posted it on.
It was a guy. It was a guy.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
that.
Who is he? Never.
Did you try to look to see if he's single? That's what I was trying to think. Actually, I was trying to think, is this friend that I do that's single? Nonetheless, I'm going to come back to this comment from Sean Smith. He says, "My ability to talk whether it be public speaking or to total strangers, that is a really interesting thing to have about yourself and to love. I love that about you too, because that's not me in the least bit. Although I think people, one thing I can say that I do love about myself, which I guess kind of goes along with what Sean Smith is saying, I think I love that people like to talk to me. Like, they think that I am a really agreeable person, a joyful person, which I am. Not saying that it's fake thing, but like, they will just like be ready to have like full on conversations with me. And I'm like, but you just met me like today and you're ready to tell me your whole life story. Okay, let's do this.
Real. It's real. Like, as you're saying that, I'm like, the amount of people that I have just met that have openly told me their entire life stories, and I'm just been like, that's like, give them whatever advice that I have, and I'm just like, wow, like, what is it about me that is so approachable that people are legit divulging this type of information to me? Is it my
I
face?
do. It must be our face. We just smile a lot. Maybe they think they've got to be a good person.
But they're too happy.
That's exactly what they think when they see us. If you're just joining us, go ahead and let us know in the comments what you love about yourself. Jackie and I are going to be right back after this commercial break, and we're going to transition to our feel good topic of the day. We're talking more love stuff. It's Love Month. We're going to be talking about this probably like Jackie and I like to do every day, all day, because this is what we do over here. Make sure you stick around for that feel good conversation. Jackie and I will be right back after this commercial break.
Same smooth sounds, different name. BCG Radio. Home of Bermuda's most engaging morning talk shows, The Daily Hour and Good Day Bermuda. Download the app available for Android and Apple devices. BCG Radio, your station for conversations and entertainment.
Welcome back to Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pete's House and Aliana's Restaurant. I am Terry Tuku alongside Jackie Lambert. And if you're just joining us for our Feel Good warm-up question, we wanted to know what you love about yourself. Go ahead and let us know in the comments if you didn't get a chance to let us know before the break what you love about yourself. Even if you only shared one thing and you thought of something else that you wanted to share, let us know in the comments, because Jackie and I are about to talk about, we're definitely doing like a self-love trend today. We wanted to get you involved by, thinking about the things that you love about yourself. And next, we want to talk about what you can do to show yourself more love, because it's one thing to recognize, what you love about yourself, your great characteristics, your great personality traits, all of that good jazz. But what can you do to show yourself more love this year? And we found an article on discoverdurham.com, and they had 22 things, simple ways that you can show yourself love if you had a resolution to show yourself more love in this new year. So Jackie and I are going to share some of this with you. We're going to share some of our favorites, and we would love to hear some of the things that you're going to do to show yourself more love. So Jackie, when you think about self-care and self-love, what is the number one thing you want to do to show yourself more love this year?
Take care of my body more. Like,
Okay.
take care of my body, my mind, my soul, all that good stuff. Because I know I love to eat and all that other stuff, but I'm not eating the best of things. It's just like, oh yeah, let me go treat myself to chocolate. And it's just like, is that really a treat or is that a hindrance? So I'm working on changing my mindset to take care of my body, to show myself love. Because like, what's the point of me going out and having a pint of ice cream knowing full well that I'm actually going to be in pain for the next 3 hours? Like,
Yeah, that's not a loving activity.
that's not love. That's torture. It's just like, thought you was gonna get a good one today. Nope, here's some dairy. What? Why are you doing this to me? I thought you loved me. So, I'm working on eating a little bit better and exercising. I have been exercising a lot more, but I did my first session in the gym yesterday.
Mhm.
And honestly, I forgot how much of a happy place that was for me. Like, I love the banter and the trash talk and, watching other people hit those PBs, personal best, and just, beasting it. And then it's the encouragement. So they're just like, Jack, hi, we missed you, whatever the case may be. Or the shock of me walking into the gym. They're just like,
Where have you been?
are you here to work out? Like, are you back? Or are you stopping off to pick up something, drop off something? Wait, you're taking your clothes off? That means you're working out? Wow. Like, and they're happy and they give me hugs. And it's just the camaraderie and the family there. So this is my top two. And I'm reading a lot more again.
Well, that's good because I was actually so those three that you just mentioned were all on the resource that we found to discuss, 22 simple ways to take care of yourself this year. And one that popped up that I tried to do last year and it just didn't work out for me. I wanted to be a plant mom. And so I got a succulent thinking, okay, it's a succulent. They're supposed to be like self-sufficient or more sufficient than like a regular houseplant. Child, I killed that succulent. And I just was like so devastated because I was like, well, I was putting the water in every 7 to 10 days and it was like not in direct sunlight and it just died. I think part of it is because I had it was a decent sized pot, but I don't think it was a big enough pot for it to allow it to grow if it needed to grow, like its roots really, it's not the actual plant itself, but like its roots. And I just think it probably just had no space to move.
Do you still have
into the darn thing? No, I threw it away. I mean, what else am I gonna do with it? Just have a dead plant in my house? Just
No,
because?
I was gonna tell you that when you go get your next one to take it and then they can let you know, like, oh, you probably overwatered it. This is what, like, they can I don't have to read the soil, but they can look at it and be like, okay, so you definitely overwatered it for this particular plant. You got to make sure it's just moist, not actually drowning. Because that's what I was doing to my tomato plant. And then somebody came and they looked at, like, one of my friends that does all that stuff, came and looked, and it's just like, what are you trying to do? Waterboard it? And I was just like,
Maybe.
like you could have just like taken a spray bottle and misted it, and then it would have been fine. So I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning as well because I mean I'm a plant mom outside because like there's a lot of foliage around my yard, and that just I mean that was already here. But I have my parsley that's growing wild. My cilantro is dead.
Aww.
I know, and I was really using it. I love cilantro and fresh parsley.
Fair for that.
My sage is like growing in abundance. I think I have to pick it and so I can start drying it out.
That's gonna be nice. So you're gonna make your own sage and burn it and clean the island. You're just gonna go from.
That's what I think about. So I had this little spot on the back of my bike, and I think the hill's actually big enough. So I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna ride and dirty. Ride and dirty.
Ride and clean this island up. If you're just joining us, we have our Google question going across the bottom of the screen. Let us know what you can do to show yourself more love this year. We are in Love Month, and even if you did or did not celebrate Valentine's Day on Monday, there's still time for you to show yourself some more love. Another thing that came up on the simple ways to care for yourself this year, which is something that I kind of started last year, is massages and spa dates. Like, so right now I'm doing sports massages for pole dancing and tennis, but I would like to do like the whole spa massage treatment at least once a quarter. We're gonna see how this goes because it's pricey. It's not cheap.
It is.
But that was another one. They also like recommend like bubble baths and spa. And I think even if I don't do like the full spa treatment, I might just do at least the manicure pedicure type of situation. Because the girl, like, they're getting your feet, like they massage your legs and your feet. So it's kind of like a mini massage.
Yeah.
What else are you going to be trying to do this year, Jack? Because I said plants, which I'm actually going to try to be a whole plant mom this entire year. We're going to see when I actually get this new plant. Because now I'm like PTSD. Like now I'm traumatized. I traumatized myself.
I want to try and do some DIYs. I guess that kind of falls under the arts and crafts. But I do have some at-home projects I want to accomplish. So as soon as my uncle hits me up, it's a go. Because it's not like...
What are some projects you want to do? Like, do you want to do like storage stuff? Are you trying to do something outdoors? Because I know you tried to like build something one time, right? A pit or something, a fire pit.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about building a fire pit, but
yeah,
he told me to wait for him, so I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and then it's just gonna have to be a fire hazard type thing if it doesn't have that. I have an extinguisher. I mean, I have to because
it's a fire pit.
I have a house,
and everyone has to have them.
I have a house. Like I live in a house. I just don't see how you don't have a fire extinguisher in your house.
Yeah,
right. So I have one, and it's handy dandy. It's up to date or whatever you call it.
Handy dandy.
handy dandy. I want to knock down this wall, and I want to change a door. I have a window, and I have a door and a window, but I want to switch them because I want the door to lead into my courtyard versus just outside. And I want to.
Oh, that's cool.
I want to do my floors, peg my walls. I can't talk today.
It's okay. Sometimes I can't talk. It's fine.
What's happening?
You're so excited.
I am, because I like a little DIY, that HGTV. I want to film it. I should film it, make a little vlog.
You should.
Oh, that's so much work.
Yeah, it is.
Who's gonna my blanket? Who's gonna edit it?
Your blanket.
Yeah. No, I do have some projects, and then I kind of want to try to do a barbecue area by my pool.
Or like build it or just like cut it off?
Yeah, like build it.
Okay, like the stern, John? Like where you like had the sterns? Okay, that'd be really dope.
So somebody had knocked down a friend's wall and they couldn't really use the stern. So well, maybe you can use it. I was just like, oh my God, that goes towards, like I showed on my Pinterest. Pinterest. Pinterest gets me every time. And then she's like, oh yeah, that's the perfect stern for it. So they dropped it off. But like I said, I can't do it by myself. Like I can, but I feel like I'm not an adult, so I feel like I need adult supervision.
I mean, you need a mason. You definitely need someone who is a little bit more skilled in that space to, at the very least, supervise and make sure you don't set yourself up for failure, because you don't want the darn thing to fall.
Right.
Like a month into you actually building it. So yeah, I totally get that.
I'd flip the veggie burger and it'll just be like I could be like, oh, that's so big, because I'm gonna learn how to make them from scratch. So all the beans and the lentils are just gonna be like, boom.
The beans ain't gonna be that heavy, but in cases, I get you. I get where you're going with that.
No man, don't kill my dream.
I get where you're going with that.
Don't kill my dream of a heavy burger. But yeah,
that's dope. Those are some great ideas.
I'm trying to do these donuts.
Type of donuts.
So how you get the glaze, but they have like the jelly or the Boston cream, like that.
Filled donuts.
Pardon?
Filled donuts.
Filled. Oh, filled. Yeah. I want to make some of those, but in minis. So they're like cute little.
That'll be interesting. I probably won't eat them unless they're like plant-based stuff. But that's really interesting. That sounds like a business idea. You should talk to someone that does bakery stuff and see if they'd work with you on that.
Okay. I'm like trying to think of who I know. I know a few people.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know, sis. I'm just making like someone has got to know how to bake that can help you with that. So you can cut out like somebody trial and error in the beginning, just like cut all
Mm,
that out
you're
and just
right.
like get right to the mini filled donuts. Like just get right in there.
A loquat filled donut would be bomb.
Shh.
I
Giving
mean,
out all your ideas for
my hands
free.
now until you taste it. It's like this ain't it.
And you're like, you know what? Jackie, you don't need to be baking. It's fine. Stick to
Maybe
being
I
a
shouldn't.
host.
Maybe I shouldn't do like my list is long right now. What's
We're,
one?
def- we're definitely going to bring it out of it. We're definitely going to bring it out of it. I want to come to this comment from Sean Smith. So we're talking about what can you do to show yourself more love this year? Let us know in the comments. Sean Smith says he can be more kinder to himself and stop lying to myself. Telling myself I'm going to do something knowing full well I ain't going to do it. Listen,
Like I was
Linda.
talking about my jelly donuts.
Linda
Always get started and be like,
is a no.
I try.
I definitely think that that's one thing. And actually, so speaking of being kind to ourselves and to stop lying to ourselves, the next question we want us to ask, like, what can you say to yourself more often that you don't say enough? Because we even talked about some of the things that we love about ourselves, but like, how many times do we actually say that to ourselves to like really affirm those truths about ourselves? So, like, what's one thing you're going to be saying to yourself more often this year, Jack, that you don't say enough? Don't think too hard. No, you might hurt yourself.
Because it's gonna sound bad. But I'm always just like, because what my body used to look like when I was training and stuff, to now, I'd be like, sis, this is not it. But I have to remember, like, I'm still a top athlete, but like that will never not happen. Like you aren't doing what you're supposed to do, so you can't be mad at your body for like this is the result of eating. Like it's consequences to your action.
The consequences to your action.
You're gonna eat that cake at 4 a.m. knowing full well you should have a carrot if you're hungry. Cellulite. It just goes together.
Carrot. Cellulite.
Like
Where does she come up with these things?
You wanna have that ginger beer belly. Come on. No, but like you gotta be more like Sean said, be more honest with yourself, but at the same time, do better. So I will, be kinder to myself and say that though you are not where you want to be, you will get there and you are still beautiful and people will people still want to date you, so you're straight.
Some people like a little fluffiness in the winter time and then a little slim something in the summertime. It's fine, Jack. You can just like be like
hey, out in the summer. Like
I go with the seasons.
I have to keep myself. I'm like a bear. I have to keep myself.
Not a bear. Jesus. She said a bear, y'all. She
Well,
hibernates in the winter.
I do. It's cold outside. Like I go to work and I go home, and then if I do go out anywhere, I'm like, we're sitting inside, right? So,
she said, right.
Like we're just allowed to socialize inside, so like freely, and I'm starting to move more. I'm starting to feel the spirit, and then when spring hits, it's a whole different beast because I'll be like, all right, so now I can actually don't let daylight savings hit. You're telling me it's staying lightsome until 8, 9. I'm gonna be walking on the streets like with my dog and going to pick cherries and loquats and feed the fish.
You got me doing all the things.
Right, because I get active when it's warm. I'm comfortable. When it's cold, I'm just like, hot me.
She said hi. Listen, I can't make these leaks up with her. So Sean Smith says he feels you on the food, Jackie. It's definitely something we need to be a little bit more disciplined on if our goal is to slim down or be a different weight class, body type, whatever the case may be. But you two are clearly having a situation with the food.
I've gotten a lot better. Like I got my my plant-based petties, and I've been doing lots of local fish. So like if it's not burrito or rockfish or tuna, amber, like honestly, it doesn't even matter. Just fillet it or steak it. I'm good.
And you'll eat it. Just fillet it or steak it, you'll eat it.
Oh, you don't feel like fillet it or steak it? Give it to me whole. It's good.
You'll figure it out.
I'm doing a lot of fish and veg and a
Okay.
lot of veg. And I've noticed that my body is slimming out and filling out in these spots that I like it a lot more. Like I was doing my squats, and then yesterday I got dressed and I got,
You fill out.
girl, is that a booty?
How to fill out.
A booty is coming back. I used to be like, ooh, looking a little deflated there, sis. Let's pump you up. So I've been pumping it up and it's starting to sit better. And I'm just like, you know what? I got to stick to this because I mean, you know, the natural athlete is like has a slight addiction, I guess you could say, addiction personality. Or maybe
To working out.
to working out. Like once you see those results, it's just like, let's go. Like it's go time. And they just go harder and harder and harder. So yesterday when I went to the gym, I was like, I'm not that far off from where I used to be. So I think I can get back on track and I'm just loving that stuff and it makes you love yourself more.
Absolutely. I know one thing from me, I'm going to go back to saying affirmations daily. I think I kind of fell off because life got a little stressed. You know, when you get stressed out, you tend to like forget all of your practices that kind of keep you on a level, allow you to take care of yourself and allow you to actually feel good about yourself. And so I'm definitely going to be getting back to some of this affirmations and like words that are true about me and about my life and where I want my life to be. I definitely think that that's something I'm going to be saying a bit more this year because I think within the last, I guess, 3 months, it's kind of just been like a downhill. Like I wouldn't say I haven't been saying them, but I've been saying more negative stuff than I have been saying positive stuff. And I'm like, this is just not the way I used to live life. This is not good self-care. This is not good for my mental health. And come back. I need to bring it back. So I'm definitely going to be doing that for sure.
Oh, you know what helps?
And what helps?
Being Mary Jane, the TV series with Gabrielle Union. She used to find like positive affirmations and quotes and she'll put them on sticky notes and put them all around her house. So as she's walking around, you know, it's one that, I mean, I write them on my mirrors. I think that's probably weird, but maybe not. I have like a lot of mirrors. So I will write them on my mirrors. And obviously when I open up my medicine cabinet, it's one there's just like, you know, you're beautiful or I love your personality or you're happy. Like, you know, you have to keep speaking it and then it comes into existence.
You know, one thing I tried the stickiness thing, but I don't know if it's the humidity here or what, but like them Jones were just falling off. I was like, this is not working with me. I just want it to work. So I'm probably just gonna get one of those, like a board or something that I could put them on so that they stick or like pin them because I tried that and it's just, they would fall. Like I would do it in the morning. By the time I came home, it was gone. I was like, where'd it go?
Yeah, I love my little Expo marker and a mirror. Because I like, you have to look in the mirror. What, you just don't want to look at what you look like as you walk out the door? Like you have to look just to make sure there's nothing in your teeth, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes I just don't know what to expect sometimes with her, you guys. So that's why my reactions are like.
Me either. I'd be reactive if you like, sis, what?
She'd be inside her head like, I just did that. Yep, you sure did.
Like, where's your filter, sis? Where's your filter?
Left it at home. If you're just joining us, Jacky and I have been talking about ways that we can take care of ourselves more in 2022, as well as some things we can say to ourselves to have a better year. Some of the other things that were on the article that we looked at from Discover Durham was taking walks, like going on nature walks, enjoying the great outdoors. And I think now that I feel like this has always been an option to us now, like the whole outside thing, like the restrictions around how far you can go and all that good jazz has long been gone. I just think it is cold to be doing a beach walk. So I feel like I haven't personally done it, but once it warms up, I will absolutely go for a nice little walk on the beach or nature walk. But it is, like Jacky said, it's a little chilly.
Like I have to, in order for me to walk on the beach, I don't like sand in my I don't like sand. So I can't have sand in my shoes. So walking on the beach in shoes just doesn't work for me. So I have to take my shoes off and walk in the cold sand while already being cold, while getting the water, like, you know, ocean breeze.
It's like a triple no thanks.
So I'm gonna be an asking you.
Basically.
No socks and shoes on. It just doesn't make sense. It's like clashing. It's just clashing.
It's oxymoron and it doesn't work for us. It doesn't work for us. We're definitely going to drop this resource on our social media so that you can see the other things that were discussed, because there are some things in there about food for those foodies out there, and some more ideas for this that like to exercise and build those endurance, and also for this that like little staycation celebration. There are definitely some other tips and ideas for you if you're looking for more ways to take care of yourself outside of the norm or outside of anything that Jacky and I spoke about during today's episode. Right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with our feel-good vibe of the day, which is Trivia Time with Terri. And if this is the first time you're joining our show, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that right after this commercial break.
Same smooth sounds, different name. BCG Radio, home of Bermuda's most engaging morning talk shows, The Daily Hour and Good Day Bermuda. Download the app, available for Android and Apple devices. BCG Radio, your station for conversations and entertainment.
Welcome back to Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pizza House and Aliana's Restaurant. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jacky Lambert, and today we discuss all things self-love and self-care. It's actually spa month here in Bermuda, Jack. I forgot about that.
Wait, do you get discounts?
Yes.
I'm getting a massage.
As you should, because it's like a number one. Like I feel like it's like the number one way to take care of yourself.
I have like a little kink right here, and normally I'll just do like roll my back out, or I got a little tennis ball and I just roll on it, and it just like breaks up the nut that's in there. And that helps. I'll get you a tennis ball too.
I have plenty. I have some over there. I got like
I lay on them. Sometimes I'll put them right along the outside of my spine, and that way it hits those actual muscles. And I just roll. It hurts.
I'm gonna give myself a self massage.
And I breathe through it, and I do it on my legs as well.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that. That's actually sounds pretty interesting.
It's good for in your arches, and if by chance, if that's too enough, you need more. I get a golf ball, and honestly, I put it. Oh, it's so good.
I'm definitely going to experience that. So we have a question from Karen Simmons. She says, "Where are the spa deals this month?" I think every single spa on the island participates. I just think they all have their different signature spa treatments that are on sale. So I know the last time, and I did it last year, was like Agrado Bay is where I went. I've seen Spa Oasis has an option. I want to say Exhale at Hamilton Princess, and there's another one. My tennis partner had mentioned the name of the place on T Street, child, but don't get me the line what the name is. They are another spa place on the island. So honestly, check out all of the spas on the island to see if generally they're always participating. It's just a matter of what they're offering as the spa treatment as part of spa month, because it's not their entire offerings. It's usually like a specific treatment that is for the spa.
I saw something. So
we can actually bring it tomorrow. So because it just clicked in my head when we talked about spas and February. I was like, wait, it's spa month. So we'll get the resource and we'll have a whole conversation tomorrow around spas, because we get ready for the weekend.
Ready for the weekend. Ready for the weekend.
Are you ready for trivia though? Because you're over there trying to distract me, but I will not let you. I will not let you.
Girl, I am never ready.
So if you're just joining us, we're getting ready to transition to our feel-good vibe of the day, which is Trivia Time with Terri. I'm going to ask you all 3 questions. These are questions coming from the 2000s. And if you guess the answer correctly before Jacky, all you have to do is email engage@gooddaybermuda.com and let us know that you did beat her. And we will enter your name into an upcoming draw that we're having for our 1-year anniversary. I'm going to start real easy.
You can say that all the time.
I do. But this one should be easy. This one should be easy. It's a TV show.
Okay.
The Biggest Loser has contestants competing to do what?
Lose weight.
Lose what type of weight, though?
Fat.
She said fat. The most weight.
Most weight.
Because everyone can lose weight, but they got to lose the most weight.
I still said it. I
I'm gonna give you that one. I wasn't gonna not give you that one. I
Like,
just wanted to see. She said fat, this girl.
also, she says you have muscle mass. I'm like, well, obviously it's gonna be fat, but I'm like, God. Anyway, we're here. We move.
She got that one. We do move. So this next one's about a movie.
Okay.
Who was the first African American woman to win an Oscar for Best Actress? Bonus points if you know the movie. Who was
Color purple.
who was the no sis? Who was,
I said it. Oh, stronger,
You-
roll, lot stronger, roll.
you were so confident. So we'll try this again. Who was the first African American woman to win an Oscar for Best Actress? Bonus points if you can guess the movie.
Shoot.
Think about it. Just think
It was
about
recent, right?
it.
They weren't.
2000s, man. 2000s.
Oh, it's not. It's not. It's
Stop doing that to yourself.
Oh my God.
Quit 20 years ago.
I'm sorry.
I think I stumped the audience too, and no one seemed to have gotten it. And you guys don't want to try to beat Jackie today. I'm gonna give you guys one more second. I'm gonna read it again, and if you don't get it, I'll tell you the answer. Who was the first African American woman to win an Oscar for Best Actress?
Can I get a year?
I haven't even know the year, but I could guess it. I'm gonna just give you the answer. So look, yep, never mind. Sean Smith got it. Spelled bowl wrong, but it's fine. Halle Berry, Monsters Ball, and then yep, Monsters Ball. Yep. I don't understand how you didn't get that. Like Halle Berry, like it was a big thing,
That's first. I didn't know that she was first.
Sigh. Last one. This one.
I watch it for the fashion, right?
Yeah, that's true. This last one, I already know if anyone's gonna get it, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna wing it. It's a news article, news headline. In 2001, 5 people were killed after someone mailed letters infected with what substance?
SARS. Not SARS. Oh my God!
In 2001, 5 people were killed after someone mailed letters infected with what substance? You know it.
I do, and it's not coming out. It's like right
Learn tip of your tongue. Carlton Fleming got it. Anthrax.
It's a. You know what? You said it like the doc. Anthrax.
She is wild. She is wild.
What, insurance? I think it's in.
We're absolutely not talking about insurance, girl. It's not Aflac. It's not Aflac. It's anthrax. So Sean Smith, Carlton Fleming, and I don't know how to pronounce this other person's username, but make sure you email engage at Good Day Bermuda to let us know that you beat Jackie today in our trivia questions, because you'll be entered in for a chance to win one of our giveaway prizes during our 1-year anniversary. So make sure you do that. As always, Jackie and I hope that today's Feel Good Vibe of the Day has you ready to make it a great one. Thank you so much for watching and engaging with this episode of Good Day Bermuda, supported by Pizza House and Ayana's Restaurant. Do remember that next week we are transitioning to a 3-day schedule instead of a 5-day schedule. So we won't be here on Mondays and Fridays, but we will be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So make sure you add a reminder to your calendar to pop in with us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. I'm Terri Tuku alongside Jackie Lambert. We trust we'll see you tomorrow, though, for more feel good conversations. Until the next episode, peace and have a good day, Bermuda.